The celebration continues in Mali's capital, Bamako. Crowds cheering, soldiers triumphant after ousting President Ibrahim Boubacar Keïta. Over at the presidential villa, young people now splash in the presidential pool. Keïta was last seen publicly reading his resignation, then crying after being kicked out of office at gunpoint. He himself took power in the wake of a coup 7 years ago. This time, the soldiers seem to have widespread support. What the military did was not a coup d'etat, he says. What they did was support the people in their suffering. Public anger grew recently as police cracked down on protests, as the economy crumbled, as the government failed to end an Islamist insurgency in Mali's north, which has dragged on for years, and as corruption continued.
So you had a mass movement calling for the resignation of the president since June, organized by leaders of political parties, religious leaders, and civil society organizations campaigning against corruption.
So far, though, the international community doesn't see this as a democratic victory.
Secretary General strongly condemned the military mutiny.
The coup was condemned by the UN Security Council today and in most Western capitals, including Ottawa. Indeed, it complicates things for a large force of international troops in Mali who've been fighting against Islamist insurgents allied with al-Qaeda. Hundreds of Canadian soldiers were part of that UN mission last year. About 10 remain. Now, despite promises by coup leaders that they will hand power back to civilians soon, no one really knows who will be running Mali. Sasha Petrusik, CBC News, Toronto.